Hi, greetings. Welcome back to the Pennsylvania 5th District Mailbox. Today's Saturday, October 5th. I'm on the job here in Washington, working hard to try to resolve this impasse that has resulted in a government shutdown, something that should have never occurred and, quite frankly, really stands to accomplish very little. You know, in the House of Representatives, we have passed 10 separate bipartisan bills during this government shutdown that would address funding for our country. Significant funding in important areas of government, including funding for the National Institutes of Health, to allow children who are involved in tests and treatments to deal with the cancer that they unfortunately are experiencing with, to be able to continue that. We have passed bills to benefit our veterans, make sure our veterans are able to receive the services that they need. We have passed a bill for women, infant, and children from our most disadvantaged homes, those poverty and poverty circumstances, to be able to access nutritional assistance. We have passed assistance for FEMA, Federal Emergency Management Agency, incredibly important, with a hurricane bearing down within the Gulf of Mexico. And we passed a bill for, among the others, to allow the citizens of the District of Columbia to use their own money to provide the necessary municipal services that they have to provide. You know, we can work in a bipartisan way. We have seen that. We've seen that on those bills. We've seen that actually on a bill that we passed unanimously out of the House in terms of paying our military. That's the only bill the Senate has gone on to actually pass the following day, and the President signed that into law the very next day. But unfortunately, the Senate has blocked absolutely everything else in terms of funding this government that we have sent to the Senate. Senate Democrats need to follow regular order and come to the table so that we can appoint negotiators and resolve the issues that are before us. And the first thing they should do is to pass the bills that we have passed in a bipartisan way out of the House of Representatives. Now, each and every day I go to the House floor and I speak on that issue. I speak to my colleagues, and I speak actually across the Capitol to the Senate leadership. Just come to the table, follow regular order, appoint conferees or negotiators, and let's get this resolved. And most days I spend time in our leadership's office talking about the need to resolve this shutdown, this impasse, and about bipartisan solutions that could bring us to that end. Now, I want to thank you for your letters, your emails, your tweets, for those of you who have come to Washington this past week. Your input is extremely important. That's how I put the public into public policy. Without it, we wind up with pretty bad government. I want to continue to encourage you to communicate and to pass along your input. You can be assured that I'm going to be on the job and working hard each and every day to resolve this impasse and the concerns that the majority of American citizens, my constituents in the Pennsylvania 5th District, have. Well, thanks again for tuning in to the Pennsylvania 5th District.